All right, so we're opening up to page 23 of Rick Rubin's The Creative Act, A Way of Being. He's got a quote here, must be his. The ability to look deeply is the root of creativity. To see past the ordinary and mundane and to get to what might otherwise be invisible. I totally find that to be true. This thought of his on page 25 is called the vessel and the filter. Each of us has a container within. It is constantly being filled with data. It holds the sum total of our thoughts, feelings, dreams, and experiences in the world. Let's call this the vessel. Information does not enter the vessel directly like rain filling into a barrel. It is filtered in a unique way for each of us. Not everything makes it through this filter. And what does get through doesn't always do so faithfully. We each have our own method of reducing source. Our memory space is limited. Our senses often misperceive data. And our minds don't have the processing power to take in all the information surrounding us. Our senses would be overwhelmed by light, color, sound, and smell. We would not be able to distinguish one object from another. To navigate our way through this immense world of data, we learn early in life to focus on information that appears essential or of particular interest and tune out the rest. As artists, we seek to restore our childlike perception, a more innocent state of wonder and appreciation not tethered to utility or survival. Our filter inevitably reduces source intelligence by interpreting the data that arrives instead of letting it pass freely. As the vessel fills with these recast fragments, relationships are created within the material already collected. These relationships produce beliefs and stories. They may be about who we are, the people around us, and the nature of the world we live in. Eventually, these stories coalesce into a worldview. As artists, we want to hold these stories softly and find space for the vast amount of information that doesn't fit easily within the limits of our belief system. The more raw data we can take in, and the less we shape it, the closer we get to nature. One can think of the creative act as taking the sum of our vessel's contents as potential material, selecting for elements that seem useful or significant in the moment, and representing them. This source, drawn through us and made into books, movies, buildings, paintings, meals, businesses, whatever projects we embark on. If we choose to share what we make, our work can recirculate and become source material for others. Source makes available, the filter distills it, the vessel receives it, and often this happens beyond our control. It is helpful to know this default system can be bypassed. With training, we can improve our interface with source and radically expand the vessel's ability to receive. Changing the instrument is not always the easiest way to change the sound of the music, but it can be the most powerful.